Good afternoon. It's Friday. I'm Dana Tyler, and here is a CBS2 News update. We are following breaking news in New Jersey, where 2 children have died and several others hurt after a fire tears through a home. It happened just before 9 this morning in Union City. Firefighters say they were called to the 3-story home on 25th Street after calls of people trapped inside.
I see firefighters, climbing up on the ladder. It was 2 ladders, and once they climbed up and they went inside, everybody just started screaming frantically. And you see a whole bunch of firefighters coming out with like 3 or 4 kids.
8 people were rushed to the hospital, including the 2 children who did not survive. 6 firefighters were also taken to hospitals. 18 other firefighters were treated at the scene. Investigators now trying to figure out how the fatal fire started. The Justice Department has indicted 12 Russian intelligence officers accused of hacking into the U.S. 2016 presidential election. U.S. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein announced the indictments as part of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Rosenstein says the Russian officers hacked into the computer networks of the Democratic National Committee, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, and Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, and then released stolen emails months before the November election. Russian officers are also charged with hacking into state election boards' websites and stealing with information from roughly 500,000 voters. Rosenstein said he briefed President Trump on the indictment, which includes charges of conspiracy and money laundering. Mr. Trump says he will bring it all up during his visit with Russian President Vladimir Putin next week. Well, while that was going on, President Trump and the First Lady were visiting with Queen Elizabeth. This is at Windsor Castle this morning before they had tea. In her 66 years on the throne, the Queen has met with 11 U.S. presidents. That meeting followed a joint press conference the president had with British Prime Minister Theresa May. They said their relationship is strong and appeared to agree on many issues, but not immigration. A trio of thieves makes off with nearly $100,000 in jewelry and cash, and police say they're doing this by stealing from lockers in gyms across Manhattan. CBS2's Rena Roy has this.
You would think locking up your items before a workout would keep them safe and secure, but unfortunately, police say determined thieves were somehow able to get past those locks here at this Equinox in Midtown and other gyms across Manhattan, with multiple victims returning to the locker room to find some very expensive items missing. Walking in very casually, they simply look like 2 men checking in for a gym session, but police say they're not there for a workout.
It's terrible. I can't believe, I'm so surprised to hear something like that.
Investigators believe the duo, along with another man, stole nearly $100,000 in men's luxury watches and jewelry from upscale gyms in Midtown down to Wall Street.
Usually that doesn't happen. I never encountered that.
Me personally, I just don't bring anything valuable to these types of places. You just don't know.
Police say the trio snatched 9 designer watches, such as Rolexes, ranging from roughly $1,700 to $25,000, plus 1 wedding band. All of them were in the victims' locked lockers in the men's room.
I don't know how they did that. That's the first time I'm hearing of that. But I'll be more careful.
Authorities tell us in May and June they targeted 2 Equinox locations, one in Midtown, one on Wall Street, plus a Park Avenue South New York health and racket club, and the fitness centers inside the Peninsula and Parker hotels.
They're probably targeting gyms in this area because of the clientele that comes here and also the people that pay all of this money to attend the Equinox. So I do hope they catch them.
And if you have any information or think you may recognize the 3 men seen in that video, police want to hear from you. In Midtown, Rena Roy, CBS2 News.
Caught on camera, a dramatic jewelry store robbery in California. You see one man run in, unload a can of pepper spray on the store owner and 2 customers. Then the other man he takes a hammer and tries smashing the display case. The men did not get anything because their hammers did not break through the glass. Then they started smashing through the front door when they realized they had to be buzzed out. That gave the owner enough time to fire a shot at them, but the men still got away. The chief of the Palisades Interstate Parkway Police is suspended following a controversial incentives program. Starting Monday, Chief Michael Coppola will be off the job for 90 days. A review by the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office found Coppola would reward officers who wrote the most tickets and had the most arrests. Winners received better squad cars, parking spaces, and meal allowances. Coppola's private company also provided IT services for the police department. He did not charge for the service, but officials called it a potential conflict of interest. The review also showed officers misrepresented themselves as a charity instead of a labor group when soliciting donations. Happening today, while trying to take care of a problem that's been going on for quite some time, how to keep oversized trucks off the Hutchinson River Parkway because of smashing into those overpasses that are too low. Puts drivers in danger and, of course, can cause massive backups. CBS 2's Janelle Burrell has the story.
It's a scene that plays out so frequently along the Hutchinson River Parkway. Most regular drivers have a story.
Either they're too high, they're too long, so I try and stay back.
Or a theory as to why these oversized trucks keep hitting overpasses despite the many warnings.
GPS doesn't give them the right direction. That's the problem.
They're just not reading the signs. I think that they're just not paying attention.
Both explanations are likely true. Just this week, the driver of this tractor trailer sheared the roof and side of his truck trying to clear the King Street overpass in Rybrook. He hit his face when talking to our camera, blaming his partner who was using a GPS intended for passenger cars instead of commercial trucks.
He sent me down this road here. He sent me down this road.
His partner blames him.
He knows he made a mistake.
It's not one thing that we need to do, it's multiple things that we need to do.
It's why Westchester County Executive George Latimer says he's holding a roundtable meeting today with representatives from the State Department of Transportation and the trucking industry, demanding action. The signage and the roadway alert system, he says, clearly are not enough.
There are multiple reasons why drivers miss whatever information is out there already.
And the result, constant gridlock.
Sometimes I see where the truck gets stuck, it doesn't actually go under, and then they have to back it up, and everybody has to hold up until the truck gets back.
Trucking companies often face hefty fines when their trucks strike those overpasses, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. Drivers we spoke with say they're eager to hear what strategies and solutions come out of today's meeting. In the Bronx, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
Thanks, Janelle. All right, let's get to the weather. The weekend is here. Here is CBS 2's John Elliott.
Well, hey, it's Friday the 13th. Are you freaked out? I'm not. It's actually been, so far, we have not had any major accidents in the studio, right, Jen?
Nope.
We had a great Food Friday. I mean, fantastic. I couldn't find olive bread, so I just brought some olives and smushed it in to some old white bread, and nobody even noticed. 85, the anticipated high is pretty close to what I anticipate this time of the year. Sunsets at 8:27, Manhattan, Henge. So, you know, get outside if you can. Enjoy it. It's a nice summer day, mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow, it's a little toasty. I think some thermometers, maybe even in the city, could hit 90. We're going to go with 89 for a high. With the added humidity, north and west tomorrow night, you could see a shower or thunderstorm. There's a 20% chance of a pop-up storm Sunday. Watch out for a little bit of coastal flooding, times of high tide tonight, possibly tomorrow night as well. Rain chance again. You know, storms percolating with the heat and humidity. I've been working on this move. You like that move? It's kind of a nice move. And then Monday, it's just hot and humid, and then the chance for rain at 60% Tuesday. Looks like Tuesday's going to be a busier day. Now, we do need the rain. It's just since the beginning of this month, about 0.66 below normal in the city. Remember, we had that big rain yesterday morning, but since the 1st of June, almost 2 inches below normal. So we'll leave that chance of rain, pop-up variety Saturday and Sunday, better chance of rain Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, John. Yes, have a great weekend. This is our CBS 2 News Update. For this hour, Friday afternoon, you can always catch us at cbsnewyork.com and at CBS New York on our Facebook and Twitter pages. And it's a long list, lots of places to find us. And on television, see you later today, our CBS 2 News newscast at 6. Thank you for joining us right here. Have a great day.